Hey guys, as you could probably tell by the title, we are showcasing the very highly requested popular minigame called The Bridge, and this is a free plugin working on versions 1.11 through 1.16, and it did come out about a few weeks ago, so it is pretty fantastic. So I'm going to show you guys how you can set this up for your own server. Before we get into the plugin setup, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my very good friends called SwiftBeats. He has designed this map for me specifically for this video, so I just want to give a shout out to him, and this is actually going to be given away on my Discord. So if you want a chance to win this really cool bridge map, be sure to come join the Discord and enter into the giveaway section. And you can also check out his build team as well. He has started that up with Odyssey Builds, and so those links will be down in the description as well. But let's go ahead and get started with the plugin. So the main command that we're going to be doing is going to be TB, right? So that is pretty much the game commands, and we're going to be focusing on the TBA side. We need to go ahead and start with making our arena. So we can do TB create, and then now we need our arena ID or name. I'm going to call this YT. Now we can go into the editor menu. Alright. Once we open up the menu, I really like how it's laid out. Very easy to know what steps you have to do. First off, we need to set our ending location. So I'm going to come back here. This is where a player is going to be set the ending location, and we can set it just like so. We'll come over here, and now we need to set our lobby of our specific arena, and then we can set our lobby just like that. Super easy, guys. Very easy to set up. We can also set the spectator here, or you can set it somewhere else, wherever you want to do. I'm just going to put it right there just for ease of use. Now we can set our mid location of the bridge. So it is very distinctly laid out here. We'll go back into the editor menu, and we'll set the mid location. And now we need to set up our arena location. And so this is going to be encompassing every part of your specific arena, and you're going to be doing this by using the wand. So we'll do TBA, and then we'll set the location wand. So that is what we need. So I've already pre-set up some of the glass to encompass my whole arena. Then you're going to left click the glass block, and then come to your top location up here, and very similar to World Edit. Right click the glass up there, and then go back into your editor, and we can set our arena location. Now moving down the line in our menu, we can set our max players, so you could actually have teams or quadruples or however you want to set up. In my case, I'm just going to head and just add one, so we'll just have one person. Alright, so this is going to be one person per base. And then we'll get to the game signs a little bit later. Next, we need to set up our bases for each specific type of area we're having. So for this one, we need to set our color. So in my case, my build is set up as a blue and red, so it's very easy for me, but if you want to use a different color, make sure your builds are designed for that. So I'm going to set blue, so we'll set the blue, so this is our color. Now we need to set our base location. So this is going to be where the players are going to be sort of like spawning in, but they won't be able to build. So in my case, you know, players will spawn right here, and I don't want them building anywhere over here. I just only want them building on the bridge itself. So now we need to set our area. So this is going to be the line, and I have my glass set down here. So we're going to be doing the same thing with our wand. Left click to select the bottom location, and we'll fly up here, make sure it's encompassing the whole area so they won't be able to build. And we'll right click on the top here, and we'll go back into the editor menu, and we're going to be setting our base location. So once we have that set up, now we need to set up the portals, and you can see what order it has. So base location, portals, cage, and then spawn points. So we're going to be setting our portal location. So this is where, you know, players are going to jump in, and they'll get a point if they go to the opposite team's base. So I'm going to set my starter location down there, and then we'll go up a little bit, and we're going to set it right about there. Alright, so that looks pretty good. We'll set it right there. Go back into our menu, and then we're going to set our portal location. And this will also do a hologram once we register everything. So you'll see that a little bit later. so once we have that, now we need to set our cage. So here's our cage that's already pre-set up. So we're just gonna be doing the same thing. Left click and then right click, and then we can go ahead and set the cage location, and we'll do it with just like so. Now we need to set our specific areas where they're gonna be spawning in. So we'll open up our editor menu one more time, and we'll set our spawn point right here. And then we can also set the respawn point. You can choose a different location if you want to. I'm just going to keep it all the same right here. So we'll go ahead and set that up. And then here is where you can set the portal hologram. It has already been completed with our portal location here. So everything is set up. Now we can finish the base. As you see, it has a nice little hologram that is already pre-set up using the portal. So that looks great. Next up, we need to set pretty much the same exact thing, but we're going to be doing on the red side. So we can click edit base. Now we need to set our color. I'm going to type in red. And then now we need to get our location. So again, pretty much the same process. Left click to surround your base locations. And we'll set it all the way up like so. Alright, we'll go back into the editor menu and we'll set our base location. Now we need to do the portal setup. So it's pretty much the same thing, or just depending on how many teams you want, you can do the same process over and over. But this one is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory to set up. So we'll go back into the menu again and we'll set our portal location. And we'll set the cage location, and we'll go up, and then we'll go up inside the cage here, set the spawn point, and then set the respawn point, and then next is going to be finishing up the base, and our hologram has spawned, so that is perfect. We are almost done here. One more thing we need to do is editing the modes. So the modes have specific values where you can have the points. So we can right click to add a point. So let's do 3 points. Alright, so we'll do 3 points. You can set the values how many you want. Typically, it's like 5 is usually the default value, but we'll do 3 for this video. Next up, we need to set either it's going to be hearts or points. It just depends on how you want to set up. I like points preferably, but again, it's all your preference. And then here, if you want the blocks to reset each round, typically you don't have the blocks reset, but if you want to do it, then you totally can. But we need to do shift and left click, and that will just completely disable it. So once we are done with that, we're pretty much done. So we need to add a game sign real quick. Give myself a sign, just place the sign down, and then go back into your editor and you just add the game sign when you're looking at the sign you did place. Once that has been created, we can go back to the menu. You can change the name if you do want to. Other than that, we're pretty much set. Go ahead and register this bad boy, and there we go. Now players can join using the command or using these signs. I'm going to use the signs, and we'll get teleported to our area. So once you join, you do have a kit menu, which is pretty cool. So all this is editable in the config, so really nice features along with that. And then if you have a base, you can set the bases that you want to join, and then leaving obviously. So let me get my alt account on, and we'll go ahead and do a few rounds. Today's video sponsor is the Songoda Marketplace, and if you are looking for any type of unique or custom plugin for your Minecraft server, there is quite a bit of selection over there, so make sure you guys go check them out using the link down in the description, and you can find some great plugins for your server. So I got my alt account on. We are starting in 5 seconds, and we'll see who gets which base. Alright, so there we go. So we are dropped in, and so this is the red base, and we have our starter pickaxe, and then our bow and sword. So we can go ahead and start building. I just want to show you that we cannot build in our specific arena, because that is how we set it up, but we can build right here, which is how we want to do it. So that's great. So we can go ahead and go our building all the way across, and we can jump into the portal. We can PvP, we can knock him back, and we can jump in, and there we go. So now we have our nice little scoreboard on the right hand side there. Go ahead and do some PvP, easy right there. We'll jump into the portal, and there we go, just scored another round. So got one more time, and we should be good and set, ready to go. So we'll go ahead and build up like so. I know I'm not the best at the bridge, but it is a fun mini game, but nevertheless. So we'll go ahead and build all the way over here, and we'll jump in the portal, and there we go. So now we have successfully won. We can leave, we can do spectator, and we can go ahead and see that. So really fun stuff here, guys. Pretty easy to set up. I really do like it a lot. So this is actually a pretty fun competitive game that a lot of people will do play on Hypixel. So it might be good to add to your network or to your server, however you do want to do it. It is available to be run on a multi-world setting, so if you want to do that, you can. But other than that, that concludes my plugin showcase. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.